So we work with a number of different platforms. We actually chopped and changed a couple of times over the first 2 years that I was here, and hadn't quite found a platform that met all of the needs that we had as a kind of growing business, particularly in the on-trade where data is fairly poor. In finding something in Bowimi that was both easy to use and gave all the functionality and reporting that we needed was a dream, really. And actually working with Dom and the team at Bowimi has been great because they've been super adaptable and kind of listened to lots of our feedback as we've kind of worked together the last couple of years to build super insightful, easy to use dashboards that have kind of enabled us to make sense within the ambiguity. So that was one of the things that was always a challenge, and certainly in my own experience working as a rep many years ago, was engaging with certain platforms was always quite cumbersome. Didn't feel like it was actually adding anything to my job, just felt like I was reporting stuff for reporting's sake. Whereas actually I think Bowimi's flipped that. It's super easy to use, and like we live in a generation now where everything's at your fingertips, but it has to be functional. And Bowimi is the first one that I think actually not only does all the reporting side of things, but also adds to the efficiency of the team's day jobs, and also just makes it like super easy to access all the information on their patch whenever they need it. I think that, do it. If you're kind of on the fence about using a system, I think Bowimi, certainly for me, as I said, it's the standout candidate out there in terms of usability, visibility, adaptability, like the level of insight and reporting that I get from it now is just like nothing I've had before whilst working in the on-trade. So if you're thinking about it, just do it, because it will make your life a lot easier. Yeah, I think like some of the features of Bowimi have certainly helped like the teams with like the visibility on their area. I think the Google functionality of being able to just like pop into the search function like restaurants in my area, and it kind of bars, pubs in my area, and then it kind of highlights them, and the team can then use that to see areas that they might not have known like had venues in, and they can link them in with their current venues within that area, and then Bowimi will kind of plot the day for you in terms of the most efficient route. That kind of stuff is what is just super valuable from Bowimi, and like what I talk to when I say it's actually genuinely making the team's jobs easier and more efficient to do. The difference for me between Repsy and Bowimi is that Bowimi was kind of built on the ethos of using feedback from lots of FMCG founders or sales commercial functions on what they needed, and that really tells in the way that the platform's evolved and continues to evolve. We've had really great communication with the team at Bowimi around what we need and what we'd like to see from the platform. And whilst every change isn't obviously able to be accommodated, actually lots of that feedback has been listened to, and it's meant that the insights that we can pull and the reporting that we can pull is like super useful, and also the communication that we get and the response time, and having a UK team makes such a difference in terms of like troubleshooting or like trying to get training, or trying to get new elements developed, or learning about the new elements that you guys are proactively developing. So that would be the biggest difference for me in selecting Bowimi.